I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Music Theory Tuition series where I work with you step by step through the ABRSM Discovering Music Theory grades. I'll work through every single exercise and explain everything you need to know. You can access information about the books I have available to help you on my website. Go to sharonbill.com. For advert-free and longer lessons, you can become a patron at patreon.com/SharonBill. If you can give me a like, that would be super, and please do subscribe to my channel to stay updated. You can support this channel by buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/SharonBill. Let's continue on to page 33 of the Grade 2 Discovering Music Theory workbook. We move on to exercise 5, still looking at the topic of the harmonic minor scale. And in exercise 5, we're asked to show where certain tones or semitones fall on the scale pattern. And of course, there is the kind of longer way where we can just visually see these intervals. And we can see, for example, the G sharp to A of A minor is a semitone, or A to B flat of D minor is a semitone, and so on. And we can do that to double check. However, it's quite a long-winded way. Whereas if we remember that the degrees 2 to 3, 5 to 6, 7 to 8 are all semitones, that will help us. And so here we have a minor scale ascending and descending. We're in the bass clef, we're starting on A, we're in A minor. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then back down again, 8 to 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we know that A to B doesn't fall in that pattern of 2 to 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's got to be a tone, and we can double check that. We can see that A to B is indeed a full tone. It's not a semitone. You can see 2 half steps there, so that's why this says semitone. 4 to 5 again doesn't show as a semitone. That's going to be a tone, and again you can double check that. That's a D to an E, and we can see again that's a full tone. However, G sharp to A, 7 to 8 is a semitone, and so we can double check that. G sharp to A is a semitone. And then here we have 6 to 5, which again we know is a semitone. By all means, double check that. We can see F to E is a semitone. And then 4 to 3 doesn't fall in that arrangement, which makes semitones. That's a tone. And we can see here that we have a D in the bass clef to a C, which indeed is a full tone, and so that can be a double check. But you can see that we can just quickly work that out. We can see 7 to 8, semitone. 4 to 5 is not a semitone, it's a tone. 6 to 5 is a semitone. 4 to 3 is not part of the semitone pattern, and so it must be a tone. So let's move on now to the second part of this. So if you feel like you know what's expected, by all means, please do go ahead. If not, you can perhaps just watch this last one with me before you definitely try the final part of exercise 5, just on your own as a double kind of revision opportunity to really actively learn this. And so we're starting on a D. So we're going down and then up again. So we start on 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then back up again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the B flat is our key signature because D minor is related to F major, which has a key signature of B flats. It's now added as an accidental, but it could have been given as a key signature. However, here that's always the raised seventh, which will always be an accidental. And so 8 to 7 we know is a semitone. 6 to 5 we know is a semitone. 4 to 3 isn't part of the semitones, that's going to be a tone. 1 to 2 isn't part of the semitones, so that's going to be a tone. 4 to 5 is not part of the semitone arrangement, that's going to be a tone. And if you wanted to just double check that, we can see 8 to 7, D to C sharp, B flat to A, that's a semitone. G to F we can see is a full tone. D to E we can see is a full tone. And then the final one, G to A, we can see is a full tone. But if you remembered your semitone arrangement, you know that you've got that sorted quickly and easily without any confusion. Now here we're in E minor, which is related to G major, which has a key signature of F sharp. So this here is an F sharp because that key signature is active. And then we're going to have that is also an F sharp because again the key signature is active. And then we have the raised seventh, so let's count 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, going up and then back down, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And so that's all the information that you need to bear in mind to then work out which is a tone, which is a semitone. And so we know that 2 to 3 is a semitone, 4 to 5 is not part of the semitone arrangements, that's going to be a tone. 7 to 8 is the semitone because of the raised seventh. And then 6 to 5 is a semitone. And then 4 to 3 is not part of the semitone arrangement, that's going to be a tone. And by all means, let's double check that. F sharp because of the key signature to G, semitone. A to B, that's a full tone made up of 2 semitones. D sharp to E because of the raised seventh, it makes it a semitone, D sharp to E. Here we have a C to a B, so we can see that's a semitone. And then here we have an A to a G, and we can see that's a full tone. And so that's quickly and easily done if we just remember 2 to 3, 5 to 6, 7 to 8 are the semitone steps in a harmonic minor scale if you correctly remember to apply a key signature of your related major key and you've raised the 7th degree of the scale in the harmonic minor scale pattern. Let's move on now to some exercise 6 questions where we're going to have some major and minor keys using a mixture of information about the major and minor keys that we've discussed so far in this grade. And so we're asked which note is the 5th degree of A harmonic minor, and so we can just easily step that out and go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. There's our whole octave. We've done more than required here. We know that the 7th is raised, so that will be G sharp, but we only need to go to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so we know the answer is E. And so by all means, do have a go of this and just try this on your own now, trying to bring to remembrance everything we've discussed in the keys covered in this grade so far. So I'm hoping you've had a go of this. Let's now check these answers through together. So which note is the 3rd degree of D harmonic minor? So 1, 2, 3. If D is 1, E is 2, F is 3. Now we need to just make sure we're not missing something because D minor is related to F major, which has a key signature of B flats, And then we know that the 7th degree is raised, but we're only going to number 3. And so the B flat doesn't occur in this little section of the scale, and the raised 7th certainly doesn't, so we know that it's just plain old F. So what is the 6th degree of E flat major? Well, let's just step out that scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We might as well do the octave just to save confusion. So let's do the steps first. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. Now E flat major has a key signature of B flats, E flats and A flats. So we need to just pop those in now. So B flats, E flats come at the beginning and the end because it's the tonic, and A flats. And so the 6th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is note C. So it's not affected by the key signature, but we need to just be sure and double check that that's so. So what's the 2nd degree of A major? Well, if A is degree 1, the first step of the scale, step 2 is B next door to that. A major has a key signature of F sharps, C sharps, G sharps, and that doesn't come into question here, so it's just B. Now, which is the 7th degree of E harmonic minor? So let's just step out that scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. Now we need to just think of some other details here before we go ahead. Now we need to know that E minor is related to G major, which has a key signature of F sharp, so we need to add the F sharp. And we're still not there yet because the harmonic minor scale must have the 7th degree of the scale raised. And so degree 7 isn't D, it's D sharp. And so that then gives us the answer. The 7th degree of the scale is D sharp. If we don't add the sharp, that's not correct. And then finally, what's the 4th degree of the B flat major scale? So let's just step out that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just go to 4, I think. B flat, well, we'll do the flats later. B, C, D, E. Now B flat major has a key signature of B flats and E flats, so we have a B flat and an E flat. And so the 4th degree of the scale is E flat, and so if you've forgotten to apply your key signature and just written E, that would not be correct. I hope this is helpful to your studies. Please do like and subscribe to stay updated. If you'd like to support this channel, you can buy me a coffee, and for advert-free lessons you can become a patron. Do visit my website where you'll find many resources available to help you. Visit sharonbill.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.